Hello everyone. Welcome guys. Please come in. Thank you everyone for coming. This is a really packed event. Welcome to the best event by Toby and Ventures. Quick introduction about myself. My name is Adele. I work at Web3 TV. We're a journalism Web3 production company. And I'm going to hand over the mic to Toby and Brent. Brent is here today, but Toby is still on his way. So Brent, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, thanks everyone for coming. Toby and I have done almost 50 of these events now in the last year. We've had over 26,000 people come to our events, everything from investor events to parties some of you have been to. We've had 6 events this week. This is our 7th event, and I think this one is very unique. Each event we try to do, bringing investors, founders, market makers, family offices together. And today we do these online demo days, but this is the first in-person demo day that we're doing to really bring a lot of quality projects and investors together. So basically the format of today, it's going to be 3-minute pitches, and there'll be kind of 5 minutes for Q&A. We have a very esteemed panel of investors here that we're going to get some really good feedback from, and I want to introduce you guys also. And so people also know TBV, we're an early stage fund. We invest 500K plus into seed stage projects in the Web3 blockchain crypto space. And I just want to kind of go down the list of our investors here and just kind of give a brief, 10, 20 seconds what you guys kind of do and what you guys look to invest in. Rafiq, let you take it off.
All right. Hey everyone. Rafiq from Mimo Capital. So we're kind of like a venture studio slash VC. We spin off our own projects, but also invest into projects that we find interesting, or also projects that we can essentially partner with for the own ventures that we launch. And I do this with Fadi here. So I'll just give him the mic, but you got the picture.
Yeah, well, he said everything, right? So my name is Fadi. I'm the VP of Strategic Partnerships at Mimo Capital. Yes, sorry about that. A bit tired. Yesterday was a long night. Right? Right, Brent?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So yeah, thank you all for joining us, and good luck to all the projects that are going to pitch today. And I'm going to pass the mic to Julian.
Hey everybody, I'm Julian. I arrived here late, basically stuck in traffic since Monday. So I was the last judge to arrive here. Happy to be here finally. A little bit sweaty, my cab doesn't have an air conditioner, but it's fine. I'm basically a founder myself turned VC, so I'm basically working now at the moment with Blockchain Founders Group. We're an early stage accelerator, investing on the valuation range from 3 to 5 million. I still have my startup, but since Web3 is so much fun, you meet so many great people, it's better to have basically 2 jobs in Web3.
Hey guys, Eliana here. So I'm an investment head for TBV. I work with Toby and Brent together. Very glad to be here.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm from CLS, the market maker. We do for 500 plus projects. We also have ARM, CLS Ventures, invest into projects up to 300K ticket size. Pleasure to connect with you, and good luck for projects.
Hello guys. My name is Stan. I'm with Yellow Capital, these guys. We're also initially a market maker, but now we are investing more and more aggressively, I would say, in any kind of size of project. So feel free to reach out, and good luck to everyone today.
Hello everyone, I'm Claire from Max Exchange. Yeah, we are centralized exchange, and we're 7th on the Samsung rank now. And I just look forward everyone enjoying this event. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for the introductions, guys, and investors coming here. I know the Dubai traffic is absolutely crazy, so appreciate all of your guys' time here. All right, well, let's get it kicked off with the first company presenting today. Alex from Axflow, please come to the stage.
Oh. Sure, yeah. 3 minutes is short for a demo, so we're going to try and move quickly here, guys. ActFlow is a decentralized agentic commerce marketplace that allows agent-to-agent communication as well as human-to-agent communication and commerce. So we're just going to jump right in. Anyone can jump in, create an... excuse me, start me. You guys can see that? Oh, no. In the meantime, I can keep telling you about it. So anyone can sign up, an agent or a human. We have a custom Eliza plugin as well as an MCP. And you're allowed to sign up as a seller, a buyer, or a validator. So it allows people to earn by validating tasks that are complete as well as selling their services. Okay, I can't. We're going to look over here now. Okay. And so let's just jump right in. So we have a couple demo agents here. And this one here is a mixed image generator. So instead of paying for multiple subscriptions for image generation, you can jump right in, hire this agent, and it'll generate using multiple models, whatever the prompt is that you create. So let's call this demo 5. Done a couple demos lately. And we're going to go with a fee of, we're currently deployed on IP as well, or Story, as well as BNB. And we are open source. We have a GitHub repo that you can check it out. 1 second. Cool, so we did a fun little prompt there. We chose its skill, and we're not gonna do validation because we don't have a ton of validator agents on right now, and we're gonna hire this agent. I have to up the required amount a little bit. Sorry about that. This agent is expensive. And so there's a couple ways that you can hire an agent. One, you can do kind of a Fiverr style. You can purchase the task directly from the agent's offerings. You can also post a task to the general board, which will allow you agents or humans to bid on the task, or you can create a task and then invite agents or humans to complete it. And so you see we have the create task transaction that was done. This is on Story IP, or on Story blockchain. It's on testnet right now, and we chose the method of assigning the task by the client. And we have a couple other agents that are currently in the demo mode. One of them is a blog generation. So we have an agent that manages a couple different blogs, and then you can submit your prompt, whatever you want to have posted to the multiple blogs that it has for SEO funneling. It'll go out and do that. But this one is specifically for image generation, and we're currently looking to try and onboard a couple other agents. I'll try and jump through this real quick. The agent does take a second to process. Was hoping we'd have a little bit more time because he takes a minute or so, but might not have a chance to do that, so sorry I couldn't show you guys everything. And if you're interested, you can go to actflow.ai and you can test it out yourself. I can give you an invite code. It is in closed beta right now. But thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you, Alex. And now we have some time for kind of Q&A and feedback. Rafiq, I'll start with you.
All right, well done, first of all, never easy. I'm definitely going to go and check it out after the event. I think it's quite interesting. Just a quick question here. So do the users, first of all, are you targeting more like, let's say, I don't know, marketing agencies and so on, or is it very like B2C? First question. And the second one is, how do you actually categorize the AI agents?
So right now, regarding B2C or B2B, it's a mix of both, because anyone that creates a highly specialized and valuable agent that wants to monetize their services, instead of creating a token and just trying to sell your token, you can come on here and then monetize whatever you can do with that. So whether it's a company creating healthcare agents or something more specific and unique, we can offer that. But businesses that want to spin up a ton of specific validator agents also have a really good use case here. And then to your second question, what was the second question again? Sorry. Oh, yeah. Of course. So right now we have it so you can create whatever topic you like, and it's kind of by a first come, first served basis based on if you have validators that fill that task. So you can create a task, you can create an agent, and even if we don't have validators for it, you can still put tasks out there, but it might not have validation. But if you create a high fee reward, it would incentivize users to create validators for that or validate themselves. In a true decentralized spirit. But while I got your attention still, we did actually get the result data, the agent submitted it, and we can actually see some of the results that came in. I think it was a cat swimming in the ocean with a Superman costume on, so this was one of the image generations that the agent did. And then the second one was from another image generation model, and we can check that one out as well. And so, this is just a simple example, but and we didn't do any validation because you can require validation to be done. on any task that you create. You can also specify multiple validators to be done to reach a consensus, but for example, we didn't do that here, so I could just approve or dispute. Currently, since we don't have a ton of validators in the network, if you dispute, right now we'll go to the contract owner. Once we have more validators, then it would just go to the validator pool.
Okay, awesome. I mean, the product seems very, very interesting. I can definitely see a lot of use cases for this. Even in our case, one of our product, I think we should probably have a talk later about that. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. Maybe on the UI side, the results maybe could be a
little bit prettier.
easier.
It's not production ready yet.
Fine.
We're not funded.
I get it. No, absolutely. I think the dispute task is a very interesting way, and the fact that you can decide whether you want to validate or not gets things a bit smoother. It's really good as well. Whether it depends on the task. Some tasks do not require that level of validation. So I think all in all, it's a very interesting product. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good job on the presentation.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, basically no questions on my side. I also wanted to remark UI is a little bit generalistic. It's the usual crypto Web3 UI you see everywhere on every basically landing page of a protocol. I think if you can basically level that up a little bit, then it's fine.
Awesome. Thank you for the feedback.
What's your first step of a GTM? Like, who will you be going to target? Like, I know you can probably, using this for many different products and stuff. Who will be your first suite of product go live? And who will be your first group of users you're looking for?
So the first people that we're targeting are agent developers or agent creators, so that we can try and have as much of an exciting offering in the marketplace as possible. Because if we can bootstrap people who create agents and get them to build here, I mean, you can also just bring agents that you already have and then monetize them. And then essentially we would be trying to take their
When you say creative agent, do you mean are they designers, or what do you mean by?
No, like agent developers. But anyone, I mean, we also have an agent deployment platform on this, so you can deploy your own. But if you have agents that exist, you've created an agent, you want to monetize it, you can connect to the marketplace. And then we would like to try and vampire some of the communities of people who create these agents into the marketplace.
So you're like an agent marketplace?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
To be honest, I wanted to give a feedback about the UI, but they gave it already.
It's okay. Thank you.
Like little things, expected time of completion or things like that. The results would be good, but it's good. Nothing to add.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, and congratulations on what you've built so far. Would you mind running us a bit through the business model, like how you guys are going to make money, and what's the overall process for the fees and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course. So, right now it's just going to be fees on every transaction. If we want to do a staking model where you have to stake so much to reach a certain tier, if there's going to be premier agents, more advanced agents, if you want to access them, you have to stake X amount. But right now it's just fee-based. We haven't had a specific, stake X amount of token to receive yet, so just fee currently.
Okay, thank you.
I think he asked my question. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how you guys get the project profitable later, or you do you have some other roadmap in the future or in the next two seasons, 2 Qs?
Yeah. So the raise that we're doing isn't specifically for Act Flow, it's for Act Labs, because we have a couple different products that we're launching, and it's going to be an equity sale, so that you'll be getting exposure to any of the platforms that we launch.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the answer.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. And next to the stage, we have quite the lineup of companies today. Valentin from FNT. Valentin, please come to the stage. Let's go. Woo, it's energy. I know it's the last day of token. It's crazy week.
Thanks. Hello to everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm Valentin Sokolnikov, and I'm excited to share our business, FNT Crypto. Our company, we are building a crypto banking app. So we do have experience with global employees, Swiss licensed company that providing B2B solutions for fintech businesses. And the main idea why we are going to the FNT, because we are planning to implement our B2B solutions for not also for B2B customers, but for retail customers. And we are not just only the next wallet or the next payment system. We are building crypto as a service solution. Means every Web3 company, crypto fintech startup, or even like small company who would like to launch their business, they can launch app within an hours. And so we are building constructor where companies can use our models and choose what they would like to have. It can be a wallet, it can be a card, it can be even a crypto exchange. And it's like you can imagine in the car dealer. So you can choose what tires do you want, what equipment do you have, what color of your car you will see. And this is what we are building here. So why we are here? Because we have demand from our business customers that they would like to launch their crypto apps, but they don't know how to start. They don't know about where they can get a team, where they can get the funding. And here we are providing full branded and customized solution for them. So the main thing that most businesses needs to have like coders, funding. So we have everything we are covering this. And we are planning to implement AI into the business process. Means we will be able to onboard up to 1 million users on a daily basis without lack of quality. Good? So, 3 minutes. And this, what does it mean? Means we can, so such big companies like Revolut, Wirex, Crypto.com, they cannot build a customized app for your business, but we can do. We already have attraction. We have started in December 2023. Right now we have 9,000 customers, 7 white labels. We have a paid customers who are using our cards daily basis. And even right now, all of you can get an app. You can open Telegram app or web desktop version, doesn't matter. You can get your card, top up in crypto, and spend it on a daily basis. And so this is not at the end. We are growing. We have partnered with different companies. We got funding from early stage, grants from Google, Microsoft. We have partnered with Tether and Cointelegraph. So it means that another blockchain companies like Ton, Algorand, Stellar, we agreed with them to launch their protocols with like some common marketing materials. But this is just for marketing. For the development part, we have partnered with Bybit crypto brokerage program, Gate.io crypto brokerage program, and BingX crypto brokerage program. Means we can provide centralized crypto exchange solution into our model app for companies who would like to start their crypto exchange business but don't have money, time, or have only idea. Once the company will be confident that they have a running business, they can switch to their like real trading engine or to their app, their licenses, and they can do their businesses by themselves. Yeah, this is about our revenue streams, it's standard, but the main thing that we will implement subscription. It's like a Wirex, not a Wirex, Wix subscription or Netflix for the website, so companies can pay on monthly basis. It will be not too much, and they can do it, they can work, and they have on board their customers.
Alrighty, and that is this time. Thank you, Valentin. A lot of strong traction already for a very early stage company. So thanks, Valentin. Turn it over to our esteemed panel.
All right, well done, Valentin. Just two quick questions. So essentially, is FNT then a software house? So you're essentially building the tech for companies?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and the second question is, usually the bigger problem is not, I mean, the tech is one thing, right? It's not necessarily easy, obviously. But one of the major issues or obstacles that people are facing usually worldwide for credit cards, exchanges, like banking is like getting the right licenses. So two questions. One, do you actually help them get the license? And two, do you have licenses in some jurisdiction that they can actually use, like to start quicker?
Yeah, thanks. It's a good question. So we are very flexible. If the company have own license, we can integrate our technical solution to them like software as a service. But if company don't have a license, they have nothing. We have a license. We have a Swiss license. We have a license in Europe. We have license apart in other countries that can cover different people. The main thing is that once the customer come to our app, we can choose which service they need to use. If they need to have cards, they go into the card solution. If they need to have crypto exchange, like a crypto exchange part. So we are quite flexible and we are growing. So the main idea is that we can scale, and we can scale not just only for our users and our businesses, but we also can help for new companies like Web3 startups to get their branded app. For example, A few weeks ago, in December 2024, we have launched branded card for Floki community. It's one of the biggest crypto community with branded card, with Floki design of the card approved by MasterCard, physical, virtual, Apple Pay, Google Pay compatible.
Great presentation, Valentino. Wanted to ask you, so he covered the B2B and the white label. I wanted to ask you more on the retail side. How do you intend on capturing your customers, and how do you intend on scaling on that side, on the go-to-market?
Yeah, thanks. It's also a good question. So the main thing that once we provided customized solutions for Web3 companies, so we are coming not just only a specific person, we are coming to the entire community. Entire community will use our product, so it means we will have a volume. Once we started with branded cards for Floki, so we have a couple of thousand customers that came to us and start do like some activities. So that's why the main thing that even like TBV can get like neobank branded, customized, so every few will be able to use it. Yeah, why not?
Okay, thank you for the great pitch, Valentin. Let me guess, you're a dev?
No.
You're not a dev, okay. Regarding no feedback from the product, but maybe some feedback on the slide. The slides have been quite text heavy, so maybe the next time a little bit more graphics, a little bit more charts. You even put all the numbers into text, like black and white. Maybe for the next time a little bit more visuals, make it easier to follow you. I think it's a good idea, great product. I cannot say how far you are. I think Brett mentioned you already have some traction, but my feedback would be regarding the pitch deck. I would a little bit polish the pitch deck.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback.
Hello. For the revenue stream slide you have, I think, do you mind go back for the revenue stream? What are for your current tractions coming through, right? For these fee structure, where is the top 3 revenue stream? Where you actually get the money? Is there mostly on the white label side?
So we have started with cards, but right now it's white label, correct? So
Okay.
we do have white labels who are paying on a monthly basis. Recently we have listed a token for them, so it also can do a token listing, by the way. And yeah, we did a token listing. We make a market for our white label company. They have native tokens, some activity, and so the white label business customers right now.
What do you do for them in terms of white labeling? What do you provide specifically? What do you mean by white labeling?
So, as I said, it's tailored to the customer. So we can do everything that we have right now on our website, fntcrypto.io. Means wallets, cards, crypto exchange, staking DeFi, like gift cards, and on-ramp, off-ramp for sure, banking, fiat for sure. And for other customers, let's say, if they need to add like some customization, we also can do it. For example, there is some customers, they would like to add their games, okay, yeah. If they want, we can do. And we have a team in the house that confident, and we are working it. We can do new integrations, and yeah, it depends on the needs. If the customer would like to use centralized crypto exchange, yes, we do have integration and partnered with, as I said, Bybit, Gate, and BingX.
Got it. How many people do you have?
Right now it's around 14.
14. All those are devs.
No, devs it's 6 people.
6 people.
Yeah,
Okay.
other like right now support, marketing, and compliance.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Valentin, for the pitch. You mentioned some of the biggest problems. I'm interested to see solutions. I'm gonna go to your website.
Yeah.
We can chat afterwards as well.
Sure.
Just interested to see some of the solutions, how you are tackling it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. We at Yellow Capital, we have about 7 years of experience building white label exchanges, so we're interested to look into, we don't do it anymore, so no more competition. But you mentioned the brokerages from Bybit, BitGet, and someone else. Can you explain a bit more, because I didn't understand. Do you have a proprietary software that you white label, or do you use their white labels, or how does it exactly work? And maybe you can cover how the liquidity then works in that case.
Yeah, so how this works? Once we need to use spot and futures trading from the Bybit, Gate, or BingX, so we have integrated through API to our front desk. And once our customers would like to do some trades, so it will be on the Bybit side. Also, we are working with such liquidity providers as Tether for stables, for sure, or for Tether, with Vincent and One Alpha to cover liquidity. So we are liquidity provider for some crypto exchanges, not so popular, but still they use liquidity from us.
Okay, but you basically provide the UI and all the liquidity mostly comes from the Bybit or someone else. Okay, cool. And if you don't mind, you had a chat. You had a one of the slides about your ask. If you could put that, please. So are you raising in this is all equity, right? No token, nothing. Or are you also launching a token?
So we can do both. We can do equity, we can do tokens. Also, we have launched token just 5 minutes ago on the MEXC. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Oh.
So the price is growing, like the green lights, so all's good. FNTIO. Yeah, FNTIO, you can have a look. And we can do both, we can do tokens, we can do equity. I recently received a proposal to issue a bonds for our tokens. Yeah, it's also interesting what we can do, but it's for decentralized customers.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because you mentioned that you will provide some solutions for the centralized exchange like us, and I think we may need your service. And could you just send me some details? But maybe some detailed tags to me later, and
sure.
I can try to connect the right person to you.
Yeah, sure. We also have a solution for, it's like from the global unit pay part, but still we are doing it. We still have customers that imagine you need to have a liquidity like fiat, and or you need to just convert from fiat to crypto. So we have a railways, we are licensed and we can do it for you. Or if you need to add, let's say, on-ramp solution, okay, we also can do. It's not our the main goal, but yeah, it's like a payments and we can
How
provide.
many fiat currency you're covering?
So for now it's euro and US dollars, but we are planning to add like more currencies.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. Great pitch, Valentin, live on MEXC already. Wow, amazing. Launched during Token Week. All right, next up, please come up. A very good friend as well, Armin from Red Pat Games.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. And can I see the hands from those people who play the games? Do we have gamers in the room? Yeah, so there's 4 billion people who play the games. And we are proud today to launch the Dasland. It's been already on early access on the Steam since December. So the game itself, it's a MMO game, and so you can see the tractions here. Within this year, we are planning to finish with consoles. Then mobile will be within the next year launched. Lifetime span is for the MMO game 7+ years. That's why we are pretty confident that we will be able to capture a very good market. The first plan is to capture 500,000 users within this year, and then the next year about 1 to 1.5 million. Right now we have, without any marketing done yet, 8,000 people on the wish list, and about 1,000 people who already play both the game, and they play and they give us very valuable feedback. So also we are working with companies like NVIDIA, Epic Games, and Amazon Web Service. The team has extensive experience with the games like EVE Online. Up to date, after 22 years, still generates $700 million in revenue. World of Warcraft, billions plus, World of Tanks, and these are all MMO games. Single games also, we have experience, Call of Duty, Metro, and Stalker, but unfortunately they are not that, let's say, long in the market. Our target is, you can see, out of the 450 billion market, so we are capturing the only 120 million PC gamers. Also, our target audience is 40 million people who buy the games. They are not free stuff chasers, they are buying the games. And within the first year, as I said, 500,000 and then about 2 million. So what are the main problems that today gamers have? So they don't fully own their assets. The gamers today are being scammed when they are, trying to sell their skins, and I think that all of you relate to that. We are lucky that Wilden Fazilo, who is the founder of the Red Pat Games, so he's here today, and he's the gamer himself in the first place, and only then he is the one who has the studio. and he's seen the pain. And the pain is today that these people, so when they trade the item, they lose the money. And he is blending together the Web2 market with the game already live and the Web3, where the people today are struggling to sell it, and they will be doing that through the token and the marketplace that is already 90% done. So we are asking today, seeking today 2.5 million under the 25 million valuation, and we are either accepting in equity or hybrid investment. So right now, can you please help me to put the game on the Steam? I think it's like that. And then
that's a time. But
okay.
Thank you, Arman.
Anyway, so if you can play, it will be real cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Just like our online demo days. I need the buttons kind of for next time. All right, thanks, man. All right, panel. What do you guys think?
Very cool. I'm not a gamer, so I think when it comes down to the game, I'll let Fadi here take the lead. But just very good presentation, very clear. So well done on that. I'm just not sure I understood how you actually intend to get, to those to the gamers essentially.
We already have gamers. We just need a marketing in order to bring through the streamers, those gamers, into the platform. But right now we are not at that stage because we are getting the feedback from those who play the game. They are, I would say, friends and family, and they are 1,000 people. Once we get the feedback, so we know what needs to be fixed in order for us to bring the next portion of the gamers and to see what will be the result.
Yeah, great presentation. Honestly, the deck was very clear. I think Julian is a big fan now.
Thank you so much.
No, it was great. It was clear. As Rafik mentioned, I'm a gamer. I played all the games you mentioned.
Thank you. You're our target audience.
I do not play as much as I would like to these days because obviously busy. But one thing that I've noticed in the space of people trying to make games with Web3, it feels forced. And it doesn't require, do not shoehorn blockchain into everything just for the sake of the narrative or whatever. Now, skins, tradable, etc., make tons of sense. Usually they're not in the interest of the platform to do so. That's why Riot, etc., they do not do it. It makes a lot more money to keep it bound to the account as something on their servers. Tomorrow they shut down their servers, your skin disappears, etc. People spend, I have friends here in Dubai who spend yearly 200, 300K on those skins. So yeah. Now, at the end of the day, a game is successful if it's fun, right? So I haven't played your game, obviously. How do you intend on, how close are you to your community, and how do you react? How fast do you react to your community and to their feedback, and how flexible are you to change and adapt the game to that?
Very good question. Thank you so much, and thank you for your feedback. First of all, as I said, founder Vilda Fazilov, so he is here, and he's a gamer himself, and so they are literally renting entire space in order to play the game, to see what is the feedback, what needs to be fixed. That's why I would say immediately during the gameplay, they already know what needs to be put in a list and fixed. Thank you so much.
Okay, so like Nemo stated, I love the slides. Loved also the games you put on the slide. Not a gamer anymore, but I loved and lost a lot of my lifetime to the games on the slide. Especially Stalker and World of Warcraft. I think I lost 2 of my teenager years. Basically to those games, so I can kind of relate to this kind of good and bad feelings going up when I see the status again. Why did you decide for a headquarter in Switzerland? Are you in Zug? Or is it for tax reasons, or is it some organizational structure? Why especially Switzerland?
So first of all, we were planning, so we were setting up there in order for us to be legit, okay, and recognizable. But also we have a headquarter in US in order to, let's say, be more open for the different markets.
But do you actually think Switzerland is a gaming market?
No, that is only for the company itself, just to be there and to be regulated.
So the basically target markets we're addressing is the US, is maybe Korea, South Korea, obviously,
absolutely.
Asia.
Russia as well.
Yeah. Because your dev team is from Kazakhstan, so you have some
yes, exactly, yes.
relationship with them. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the presentation. So for Web2 gamers, right, they're really focused on a game, and obviously, as your team has experience on, right, huge followings for each of the game for many years. And then the Web3 gamers more focusing on the GameFi, the token side of it. Who really you're targeting in terms of, are you looking at the Web2 customers versus Web3? And what is your GTM strategy, like kind of reflecting that piece?
Thank you very much for the question. So first of all, as I said, so right now we already focusing on the Web2 in order to make this game pay. Okay, and then as a solution for that black market, so that's where is the web, let's say, marketplace coming into the place. In order for us to use the token and for people to be able to withdraw the funds that they earn, because today there's several platforms where people play the game, they spend a lot of time, like you just said, right? And then it's a very sad or even like embarrassed, right, when you are losing everything by one or other reason. So that's why the marketplace, it was a just solution for that pay. And in terms of the going to the market strategy, so right now we are just needing, let's say, some marketing in order for us to obtain more people. But as I said, it will start from the next month onwards in order for us to onboard another, let's say, 1,000-2,000 people, then to see how the gameplay works, then another let's say bunch of people till the October. The fully game will be launched and full marketing will be done by October this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for presentation. I'm a gamer. I know that first you target the players, then the Web3 comes into the place with their own solution. I'm interested to know how you onboarded 1,000 players, and if you can share the details from 1,000, how many of them play daily, and when it comes to the storyline, is it finished? Can I go and play the whole game?
Yes, it's on early access. You can buy it right now. Or I think that if we will find the win-win situation, so we will give you the access key in order to try yourself, like how it works. Okay. So regarding the 1,000 gamers, as I said, Vildan Fazilov, he has like a more than 10 years experience in gaming, so he has a huge community of the gamers. And when he just said, guys, like this is what I'm building, they were literally jumping or inviting streamers, and they are right now ready to go to the market and start to stream. But he is saying that he's pushing the brakes and saying, wait, don't do right now, because we need to still test gradually in order for us to not gonna make a fuck up. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. First of all, I really loved the design of the slides, so well done on that. Second of all, I'm just curious, because I'm not much of a gamer myself, so I'm more curious in the economics of the whole idea. So are you guys launching a token?
Yes, we will launch the token, and the token will be linked to the can someone help me to show the marketplace, please? It will be, the marketplace is already 90% done, and the marketplace will be playing the role of, let's say, Amazon marketplace, where people will be able, with the native token, to buy, sell things, and using the Valentin's FNT crypto. So we will be giving each gamer possibility to get their money on their card and spend it next day for whatever they want. And
Okay.
this is marketplace 90% done.
Okay, so the token is going to be used to purchase and sell
Yes,
items, right?
yes.
Just curious, why not USDT or something like that?
Pardon?
Like, why wouldn't you do it with a USDT or anything like that? Why would you need a new token for that?
Very good question. So the USDT right now, so this is a stable coin, right? And there is a one-to-one. Our aim was to increase the value not only for the gamers, but also for the Web3 community, because Web3 community today is looking for something decent, right? So we want to invest in something that will be growing. And the gaming market, guys, like if you will Google, it grows yearly. Every single year it grows and grows and grows. So which means that if you will combine or blend Web2 great product with the Web3 possibilities, then we are looking to grow the token value itself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you said you're gonna have a big marketing campaigns on October. Yeah, could you just tell us more about this?
Yes, we have today streamers, like big streamers, about 4 people already on the board. So they have million plus community. We are not going for those who has, they're very arrogant and they have like a lot of, let's say, followers, and then they are starting, to push their, let's say, day terms and conditions. So we are going into those streamers who love the game, first of all, who are passionate about it and who are able to bring the community. And as one of the latest examples, which we tested, it was not that great streamer, so he had maybe around like 100,000 followers. Not all of them were very active, but we were able to sell 400 games just after his stream. So which also gave us the proven track record that once we will go to the target streamer who has the target audience, so we will be able to execute everything that we found.
Thank you. And I have another question that about your token. And you said the token is used to buy the products in your marketplace, right? And is there any other utility functions of this token? Do you have any?
Yes, of course. We are not only planning to have this token to buy and sell, also there will be the staking opportunities, also like some incentives for those who will be holding the tokens. And we have like a list of things that we will be also implementing into the marketplace with this token. So you can feel free to directly talk to the Wilden while he's here.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk it further.
Yeah, absolutely. I will be very happy to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think we have one more question.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Regarding the marketplace, the tradable assets, are they your own assets for the game?
Yes.
Okay, so I think you have something interesting going on, but you should probably think if for scaling, offer a white label solution for other games to not own, so not for like use for their own game only, but you should probably aggregate. And once you do that, you can scale even more by offering games that already exist and have assets to bring their assets on. So, for example, I will take an example that will never work because they will never do it, but Riot, for example. Let's say all the skins, you go to them and say, hey, we're going to take all the assets. It doesn't impact the users. They still have their assets, but their assets becomes on-chain without the user knowing. Because the user, they don't want to know that. They feel afraid or no. All they want to know is that they can trade it somewhere, right? And then you can onboard all these games slowly, of course, but you can scale this way, right? So that was, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think about it? Do you intend on doing that?
We're already in discussion with the Cyril, but right now, so we are more focusing on launching the game in order for us to get the traction, in order for us to get the eyes on us. And after that, of course, like, as I said, $48 billion, that is that is a black market that we can trace, right? But in everything that you can imagine that goes on the black market, the 5% is a gaming. And that's why, as I said, Wilden and the team, so who has a skin in the game, they know exactly the problem, and they are solving that problem, not only for them, but also for those companies or those gamers who have that issue. And organically, they will be coming because that will be the marketplace for them.
Awesome. Thanks, Armand.
Thank you so much.
Good job. Alrighty, and we have 4 more pitches, and then afterwards, I hate the word networking. We chill, hang out, mingle afterwards. And so next up to the stage is Vyas from Chatoshi. Vyas, where are you at, man? Please come to the stage. How's it going?
Bear with us, everyone. All right, while Satek is getting ready, I'll introduce what I'm going to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about Chatoshi. The idea being it's this AI co-pilot designed for bespoke crypto conversations. It's to help users navigate the complexities of the crypto domain when they don't necessarily know how to navigate it. They may be newbies, they may be experienced traders. Do I just press the next arrow? Okay, thank you. So before I tell you about Chatoshi, I want to really quickly, briefly introduce to you the team building the AI. So we are APTA. We all came from the University of Cambridge. We did our PhDs there in artificial intelligence and deep learning. And we've also had experience working at some of the biggest tech firms, such as Amazon and Meta. And now, today, we've come together to try and build what we think is needed in the crypto space, Chatoshi, a co-pilot which helps everyone navigate this complexity. Now, in my next slide, I have here trying to describe what Chatoshi is from an architectural perspective. But I don't want to bore you with the details, but just tell you we are coining a new phrase called the preemptive agentic architecture. The idea being a language model acts as an interface to any question, but all the computation and accurate insights come from these deeply functional specialized modules, which people nowadays refer to as agents, so we've also called them agents, but they're basically bespoke modules to do complex calculations. These interact with a data layer, so a bespoke data stream consisting of proprietary data streams and also public data streams to help answer the question. Thank you for the sign. And now, okay, so kindly, I've moved on to the next slide. So instead of talking through the technology, I thought I'd just play a quick demo to walk you through how a user can get the most out of this technology, be it if they're a trader or a newbie in the space. So I believe the video is playing, but it's not playing because I think you have to go into actual presentation mode. Is it possible to play the presentation? Whilst it's loading up, and hopefully during the questions the presentation can play, so everyone can see what's going on. The first question you'll see in this presentation, you'll have to really squint your eyes to see it over here, is that if someone's asking which meme coins are more than 80% down from their all-time high and have a market cap of at least 100 million USD. So the idea being they want to invest in a good coin, so it's above 100 million, but it's come down a lot since its all-time high. There's no real easy way of finding these tokens, so they asked the system, can you tell me which tokens satisfy this complex filtering criteria? And the system, again, you can't read it, comes up with an answer where it comes up with a table of the coins which satisfy this criteria. Now I can read it for you. The user can see that there are coins such as official Trump is in that category, there's Shiba Inu, there's Floki, and they want to do some more analysis on, let's say, Floki. So they open up the report card on Floki and look at the metrics. I believe we have around 30 seconds left, so as the video progresses, what you'll see is people can do further due diligence on this particular token. So they can next ask any news about Floki. And what this does is we fetch news sources from two different kinds of sources. General news articles, but also social media. So this includes like Twitter sources. And the advantage of this is you don't have to navigate to different tabs or different places to do your due diligence or research. Everything is in one place. And effectively, we want to be able to help everyone do their research in this way. And that's great. But again, what you'll see following this, well, I guess you won't see.
Alrighty, guys, time. So I think there's a few technical difficulties, but the amazing thing is pitching is don't have to have a screen, and you did a very good job on the pitch, man. So
appreciate it.
Now to the panel for questions. I think Chatoshi is a very interesting kind of idea. Rafik?
All right. So, I mean, first of all, well done on building this. I think it's quite great. Maybe the UI can be a bit improved to be easier on the eye. It's very dark, but I'm sure maybe it was not a good place to look at it on the screen. But just two questions here. So because you mentioned I think Web 2 and Web 3 users, but it seems more like a product for Web 3 users who are, I mean, kind of like either intermediate or experts, right? Because you have to know what to ask to get to the right answer. That's the first thing. So is it really a product for Web 2 users as well? And the second question would be more towards other AI agents. I mean, even like the most famous one, because, I mean, you have multiple sources, right? But what says that typically tomorrow, ChatGPT doesn't have access to the same quality of information and people are using just ChatGPT and they can get to the same results? Obviously not the way you present the information, but yeah.
Yeah, both two very good questions. So I'm going to start it backwards. So the second question you asked is, how do we defend ourselves against future AI companies effectively trying to build an agentic architecture which can engage with lots of specialized tools? Now, this is where I would focus on the term we call preemptive agentic architecture. So I'll give an example to illustrate what I mean by this. Let's say someone asks a question such as, I watched Alex Becker yesterday on YouTube, and he told me to buy Solana. Should I trust Alex Becker? Now, if you ask ChatGPT to try and answer this question, at best, what it would have to do is go through every single YouTube video, identify where Alex Becker has spoken, transcribe it, then cross-reference that against market behavior, and then answer your question. By which point, I think they would have lost the user because it would have taken them maybe a couple of days to do this kind of process. But for us, because we are specializing in the crypto domain, we can preemptively do these kind of things, catering for user needs. So in this case, for example, we have a specific influencer validation module, which is preemptively targeting right now 1,000 influencers and transcribing and collecting all the mentions they have of different tokens and cross-referencing them based on actual market behavior. So we can answer this kind of question within 15 seconds as opposed to a few days. So I think the moat here really is specializing to a specific domain, allowing us to build preemptive agents effectively. And quickly going to your first question, actually, can you briefly remind? Oh, yes, yeah, very good. So, I mean, like any product, people feel you have to know very good prompts to get the most out of the product. So one big thing we're working on, and I didn't have a chance to demonstrate this, is an onboarding experience. So when a user arrives at the platform, they don't just type in the chat. There's actually a set of questions which guides them on what kind of different things they can do. How to do their due diligence, how to ask about news, how to even interpret different technical indicators. So like one thing we do is a lot of, I would say, traders and crypto analysts rely on very extreme, I would say, sophisticated methods. So they may be using something like RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, and they know how to interpret it. They may be mathematicians, they may be programmers, but not everyone knows how to do this. So one part of the product is educating the user and guiding them on how they can too also leverage this without having to know any programming or maths, just interacting through it with natural language. Any thoughts?
Yeah, good job. Obviously, you're a seasoned you do presentations quite often.
Thank you.
You handle it well. Two questions, one technical and one regarding more like your go-to-market. The technical one is, how do you prevent sentiment manipulation? Tomorrow I launch a token. I take 2,000 bots that go on Twitter and that say that, this token is going to pump to the moon, right? And obviously direct people to you. And we're like, yeah, check with the Satoshi. And then people just check, and then it says, yeah, the sentiment is amazing, just buy now, right? Yeah. So that's the first one. I'll let you answer, and then I'll ask the second question.
Yeah, it's a really good question. Actually, this comes into the whole space of what I call adversarial attacks. How do people try to manipulate large language models in general by creating artificial data? And for us, I think a big part of this, so right now, it's not in our product, but in our pipeline, we have this idea. We want to build something called a health score. So a health score is trying to identify typical strategies people use to manipulate the market. And based on this, we can actually flag them as opposed to being just superficially giving the sentiment. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of different strategies people use. Even within trading, people do like sandwich trading, all these kind of like clever tactics to make it look like there's artificial trades or even more volume than normal. So we want to basically comprehensively cover these kind of things and maybe be led by feedback from users, like you've missed this, to help build a product at the end of the day which is comprehensive and can solve this kind of like manipulation and make our product even more useful to users. Maybe to tie in general, Satoshi is trying to be part of an ecosystem called Hero. The idea being we want to be the heroes in this very messy space, full of charlatans and scammers, and effectively help everyone get insight into the truth, as opposed to being led by what's being said on their Telegram group.
Lovely, thank you. And the second question is, what's your business model, and how do you intend on gathering more users, and how do you intend on like letting people know about you?
Yeah, very good question. So the business model, I'll start with that first, is we're looking for 3 main revenue streams. So once we've had a large number of users, so initially, so everyone go check out satoshi.ai. You can play around with the beta version of our product. Everything's for free. You can ask as many questions as you want. And we're also using this as an opportunity to get feedback from everyone in the community so they can guide us on what they want next in the product. We've covered, let's say, 15 different features right now, or 15 different agents, but there are many other things people may care about which we may not be aware of. So right now, we're just trying to build our user base, but once we have that user base, we want to implement 3 things. One is affiliate links. So imagine there's other big platforms such as exchanges or even just publishing companies which have news articles. They would love it if there was a chatbot on their website as well, where users don't have to move away from their web page, but can just ask questions such as, even something, what's the price of Bitcoin? You know, they don't want to go to DexScreener or go somewhere else. Even something simple as that. They want to have that kind of access on their web page. That's affiliates. Second thing is subscription. So I think most products, if you want to have access to deeper insights, something which is usually reserved for, I would say, professionals, we can put that behind a paywall. They can either be through a token or it can be through standard currency. And the third one will be advertisement. So effectively, if there are exchanges or any other platform, we don't want this advertisement to come through the chat because at the end of the day, we want to be the source of truth. We want this advertisement just to be on the side. So it may be relevant to what someone is asking about. I hope that was the question. You're welcome.
How many years or how many months, I don't know, how long are you actually working on this already?
Sure, yeah, good question. So as a team, the people you saw on the slide as co-founders, we all did our undergrads and PhDs together in Cambridge. And during our PhDs, we opened an AI consultancy. So about 4 years ago, we were building products for people around the world. This particular product, we started building as our main thing about 9 months ago. So we're 9 months in right now. And we're partnering with Hero to build this. So Hero provides the data, we build the AI.
So the product is basically kind of a spin of your research during your PhDs, or?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's a spin-off of the ideas we gathered from both our PhD, but also from when we were doing our consultancy, building solutions for people around the world. I think when we were building AI products, everyone wanted large language models, and people didn't understand. I think that made us understand the limitations of them in specific domains. And the biggest limitation was the example I gave. When you have a very specialized question, you can't answer it quick enough.
Are you funded and are you working on it all full-time?
Yeah, so we're all full-time working. We have an office in Cambridge. We also have some employees there. We've also got a back-end team we employed. They're not based in Cambridge, they're based in Turkey. And we're also collaborating with a full team of, I think, around 15 people in the Hero team who are doing the data side of things. And we're fully, no, sorry, not fully. We have some funding so to put it out there, we have $2 million right now.
Because I think about you're all by very, very highly skilled individuals with your PhDs in Cambridge, so your opportunity cost of working on a startup is quite high since you're missing out a big salary packages if you would work for any generalistic given AI company and not in crypto.
Yeah. I can reassure you that's the exact negotiation we use when talking to an investor.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's also my first approach. Are you working basically for an exit case, or what is your long-term strategy for compensation? Because you're missing out now as a founder, and you usually take it back over a token launch acquisition. How you basically, on the long run, basically getting it back into your pocket, the time and the money you're missing out now?
Right now, for us as founders, given this, I'm a big believer in long-term investment. What I mean by long-term investment is that if you make a successful product, which really works, it opens doors for anything you want in the future anyway. So for us, if you make Satoshi a really good product, which really works, there's no real reason for me to exit unless someone's offering an unreasonable amount of an unreasonable price to exit. And at that point, to me, if I have a successful product which is always ongoing, it kind of acts as the anchor to go and explore other opportunities, which you can always do whatever you want with afterwards. That's my personal take on it, and I'm sure these kind of things evolve with time as opportunities come to the horizon.
As you said, you have $2 million in funding, and you said you're still using university infrastructure?
No, we're not.
Is that the office?
No, we have an office based in Cambridge, only because we used to teach at Cambridge as supervisors and as lecturers. So we also want to have access to that talent pool. And the only way you can get students from University of Cambridge to work in an AI company like ours without going to Google or Amazon or DeepMind is if you say you're going to get to work with some of the best talent in the world and you get to stay in Cambridge.
And you don't have to commute to the city, basically.
It's a 5-minute walk to our office from our houses.
Makes sense, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for your presentation. I want to ask about the competitive landscape, right? When I think about, there are two things. There's the Web2 side where there's a really large AI companies, when you think probably ChatGPT, all of them are pretty good with their language, their models and be able to, pull immense amount of data. And you have Web3, there's a lot of research website terminals and everything that also use AI agent. How do you position yourself among the competitors, and what is your kind of a unique edge there?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So I read a good quote on LinkedIn recently about this. It was as companies like OpenAI and Anthropic get better with their large language models, you don't want that to threaten your business model, you want that to help your business model. So one thing I want to emphasize is the large language model for us is just an interface with the user. It's just used for communication. We believe large language models at the end of the day are very good at language, they're not good at reasoning and thinking. However much work is done into natively making them think that way, that's not what they're designed for, they're probabilistic predictors of tokens. So it's better to use them as an interface so we can convert natural language into something which can kind of communicate with our expert modules under the hood. These expert modules can be something as simple as a calculator to something as complex as an influencer validator. So I think our defensibility here is the agents we build under the hood, and we don't actually mind however good the large language models become in the Web2 space. In fact, that helps us because then we just take the cheapest and the best one as an interface, maybe do a bit of fine-tuning to the specific data we have on to make it better at communicating in the crypto space, so it understands words like shilling, thumping, or the kind of things people may use in this space. And I feel like the second part of your question, which I'm
what is your edge if you like? How is your positioning yourself between the Web 2, Web 3 competitors? Or you're saying the Web 2 is more the language, the Web 3 side, right? There are also a lot of terminals, AI agents, and people are building.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So what I've seen is, in terms of competitors, people are building very specific agents for specific things. So even now, if you go out there, there will be websites which tell you about technical indicators for different tokens. Keep it different websites which tell you trust this influencer. Trust this influencer. For us, again, that's our long-term vision. Our long-term vision is our architecture becomes this mothership, which different agents can plug into. You can go to third parties. We have all these users. Do you want that? Your agents as well. Your agents as well. You get a small card every time you trigger your agent. But you can incorporate that into ours. This whole thing, I think maybe someone mentioned earlier today. MCP, model context protocol, where it creates this interface. Anyone or any third party to be able to define their own agents and connect it to one centralized architecture. In our case, it would be Satoshi. So initially, we're building our own agents, but long-term vision is if you want to scale from having 10, 20 agents to having 100 to 1,000 to 1 million agents, we have to have this kind of MCP protocol in place. Thank you.
Awesome, because we need to keep the show going. But thank you, Vias. Awesome pitch, man.
Yes, thank you very much.
You definitely tell you're a lecturer, man. That was a fucking amazing pitch. All right, next up, and we have 3 more companies, and then we'll do our networking and chill and all that. Not to be confused with MAGA, but MAGA, please come to the stage. MAGA, let's go. End of token week. Get the energy. Bum, bum, bum. What's up, man? Thanks for coming.
I guess I'll stand here. Right, yeah. Hey, my name is Victor. I'm the CEO and founder for MAGA, Make AI Great Again. Right? So, very clear, very simple to explain. Hopefully everybody will buy the token when we launch. Yeah? So, we have a green hat as well. But anyway, AI agent for DeFi, crypto trading, ZK proof, great product, working. So we are currently at the current stage, we are providing AI-powered signal, AI agent, and of course, automated trading for users and retail traders in the future. We are backed by Amber Group, Rabia Ventures, IBC, Techstars Chainlink, and of course, TBV. So a very quick glance, how does it work? It's just Telegram for now. We are not going to do a chatterbot on Twitter, paying $5,000 a month to Twitter. It doesn't make sense. So if you go to our website, maiga.ai, maiga.ai, you click on it, you come to the AI agent, it's free to use. This tool actually helps traders. So once you come in here, it will automatically create a MPC wallet for you, so the AI agent will have a safe access to your wallet that you can export your private key in the future. You chat with a bot, ask any questions, as long as it's listed on CoinGecko or on Binance, you'll be there. Ask anything, hey, what do you think of XRP today? You give you trading indicators, RSI, Bollinger Band, MACD, 15 minutes time frame, 1 hour time frame, 4 hours time frame. All of them is live for free. And then you can even send a picture, you recognize it, you tell you the same thing, and then you can vote for it. The vote for it is the gamification and where the users will get the benefits in the future. And of course, in there, you can actually even bet with the AI agent whether you are better than the AI agent. Continue. So we are also the winner of the CDFI First Prize AI Agent Hackathon. So there's more than 160 AI agents participate in this program. We won the first prize, right, in the DeFi track. So that was announced. And of course, recently we also integrated with many different protocols. One of them is actually Layer 1X. They are $2 billion FDV protocol. They have a wallet and a dApp. They incorporated our AI agent into their swap. So all their users, before they swap, they can actually check whether they are swapping at the right time, because we will give them the indicators. So we have done many of these. They have more than 200,000 users, and we are live on BNB chain and of course using IONET. So we are also growing. I think this data is not so new. I think we have more than 40,000 users right now in the last 2 months. And of course, on a daily basis, we have like 2,000 to 3,000 users on chain. We have more than 300,000 transactions on chain so far. The real feedback is that, as I mentioned, we have like more than 2.5K daily active users with 300,000 on chain users. our users actually like what we are doing and give us the real feedback. Like, this is actually your personal assistance, right, in terms of the crypto trading and DeFi transactions.
Awesome. And we'll pause there. Thanks, man. That was the 3-minute time. But Victor, amazing pitch.
Thank you.
A little bit of comedy, a little bit of humor. That's what we try to bring to the crypto space here. Rafiq, let's kick it off.
All right. So very cool presentation, and I mean, it's pretty simple to understand and very good UI on the deck as well. Would have loved to, have been able to see an example, but I mean, we can try it out for ourselves. Just a quick question here. So I mean, good on the traction, very impressive. Now, so it gives you the information, and you can essentially trade right on the Telegram mini app. So 2 questions there. One, are you planning to stay on Telegram only, or build your own standalone app? And second thing is, can wallets out there who already have their users use your tech essentially for their users?
So the first question is, this is the first phase of our product. We are in the roadmap to develop a terminal similar to like Bloomberg or Alpha.ai. Yeah, many people doing that. We already have the machine learning is trained using Binance real-time API data. That is the advanced version. The expert version we are doing, right, you're getting data from open interest, funding rate, Binance, Coinbase, Hyperliquid, MEXC, Bybit, Gate. That I'm going to charge money, right? And that is where the user token comes in. So number one. Number two, API is live. We are doing it for free. Anybody have a wallet, anybody who actually want to do that with community group, reach out for me. Easy, integrated. Yes.
Yeah, great presentation. I mean, yeah, Rafiq asked the right question. We work together, so obviously what you're doing is something that we are very interested in. Your AI really likes to say "folks." I noticed every single answer he just says, "Yeah, it's in bearish market, folks." So I was like, "Yeah, okay." Yes. He's from Texas or something. I don't know.
So to answer the question, our AI agent is using ChatGPT 4.0 and trained with Eliza OS. I mean, I don't explain the technical integration to everybody, right? But our AI agent is trained with Donald Trump's persona. That is why MAGA and MAGA.
I figured. A question that I had, and something that really intrigues me is the gamification process. So when people are incentivized to answer like a yes or no, is that because you want to use that data to refine? So is that how you? It's a very nice model to train your agent.
Right now, for the current phase, because we want to make it easy, yes or no, and then user get airdrop, XP token is on chain. That is why everything is on chain. But you are right. The next phase is that it's a prediction market on its own. Literally, we have the wallet. Anybody who deposit 1 BNB or any other token, you just deduct like 0.01 BNB. You can bet against the AI agent to know whether you are smarter than the AI agent. So the reason is the data will train by its own, and then the AI agent will get smarter on its own. Yep.
So I like the slides. I like the brand as well. What is your background? What did you do before you founded this?
Prior to crypto, I was working in Standard Chartered Bank as a product innovation lead. That was 10 years ago. But I get into crypto 2018, built data analytics, machine learning, reinforced learning. And then, of course, I also built DeFi since 2021. I did not finish the slide, right? But anyway, essentially, we have the experience and the team. We've been working full-time since, 2018, right? So this is our second iteration of our product. We have been building DeFi for a long time. We understand the problem with DeFi, which is why we realized that AI agent for DeFi is the natural next step if we want to gain adoption for DeFi and on-chain users. Because it's so hard to use. I'm using DeFi myself. I've been in the industry since 2018. Trust me, how do you do cross-chain across different yield, different tranches, different risks, impermanent loss, sandwich attack? AI agent solve all of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Since I'm a protocol founder myself, I have my own DeFi protocol. I can relate. The user experience in DeFi is quite a hassle. At least it's getting better now the last few years, but if you go to the first version of Uniswap or any other DeFi product, it's like you do one misclick, you miss like one chart, you miss one checkbox, and your money is basically gone. So can relate to what you just said. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will be biased, so I'll give that to two other folks.
No, very good. Now I need to choose either this or Chatoshi.
So no, actually, we could work together, you know what? No, because the model works together. Like he said, right, AI agent is just AI agent. You got to, at the end of the day, all these AI agents is going to talk to each other. The difference is that Satoshi is providing a platform with the large language model as an infrastructure. For us, I just say that I'm not going to focus on infrastructure. I want to create something useful, which is why the MyGa, the app, the funny, the folks, I want to get users. Because what I've been doing crypto for a long time, the realization is this. The one who controls the distribution will win. Just look at Pump Fund. Yeah. They are making millions every day, and do they have a tag? What kind of tag? It's just a bonding curve, right? And they make so much money. So I will be doing stuff similar to help users for their trading. And how do we go to market? Work with the trading groups. In fact, I was just talking to somebody. I have one of the largest trading groups in the Philippines. Great, I'm going to help you to onboard using our app. So that's how we get more users. And when we got more users, we can actually be in a conversation. Yeah.
Let's connect, please.
Yeah,
After,
thank you.
Thanks a lot for the pitch. Really, really cool and interesting. And yeah, I guess I wanted to ask at the beginning. I wanted to ask the same as was asked to Satoshi, like about the competition and how do you protect yourself? But I think you kind of answered with that, and you have an answer in your pitch with the real utility. So it's not just an agent. You are building things on top, which I really appreciate. So thank you for that. No, really. I mean, okay, yeah. One question. I just saw there was a token with the same name launched a few days ago. Was it you guys or there was a token launched with the same name a few days ago on Solana? Was it you guys or no?
Actually, what happened was, to answer a quick one, right? So our AI agent got traction, and we saw the founder, Ben Pasternak, launch a coin. I'm the founder who actually says that, hey, let's try this, right? That good community. So we launched a specific Solana AI agent token. Our token, MyGa, is a platform token, right? But AI agent could have many. So we decided to launch that, and within like 2 hours, we had hit 1.4 million market cap, and we got another 1,000 new users. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How many users do you have now?
40,000. DAU around 3,000.
Oh, wow. And what's your next roadmap? Do you have some like more interesting products?
Yes. To answer your question first, we can chat more after this, but just to wrap it up. So there are two parts here. First part is that the product development, we are in progress. We are building a terminal, advanced model, and on top of that, we are considering to actually integrate WorldCoin and World App as well, because Sam Altman is all into AI. I want to go there and get more support from that, and it's all real users, from what I heard from WorldCoin. The second one, right now, at the current stage on the business marketing side, we are also preparing for TG. So we got the first prize in CDFI and ChainGPT. They're asking us when you want to launch a token and so forth. So we are planning for end of June to do the token launch.
Okay. Maybe we can discuss further later.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Great job, Victor. Very good pitch, man. Alrighty, we have 2 more pitchers now. Next up to the stage, please come Earnscape Steve. Steve from Earnscape. Or Michael. Come on up, Michael. Let's go.
Oh, sure thing. Check. Hey, everybody. All right. And I can just hit this for the slides. Okay, great. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Earnscape. My name is Michael Carter. I'm one of the co-founders. At Earnscape, we are building a discovery engine for mobile gaming and de-risking the idea of earning and interacting with blockchain rewards. Built by a top operating team. He's that handsome AI-generated fellow in the middle is me. We are solving a big problem in mobile gaming, and that is user acquisition. Hundreds of millions of dollars are wasted on user acquisition every year, not only inside Web3, but outside as well. The quality of players, the absolute high rate of churn, games lose 75% of their players on day one on average, and that is a massive problem. What we're doing is building a ready-to-use solution. We're combining KYC, your Web2 data, your Web3 data, building wonderful profiles. We are turning your gamers into content creators and vocal fans through our gamified progression system, meaning that you will restake your earnings into the program to unlock things like social media and streaming. And what I mean by that is we have built first mover technologies, patent pending. We have built the first native live streaming platform for mobile games. So players can stream their games in as little as 3 clicks from their phone. What does this mean? This means that people all over the world who can't afford laptops, especially in emerging markets, and want to further monetize themselves now have the option to do it straight from their phone. This is a massive thing because currently streaming mobile games, which is the biggest penetration in the gaming market itself, is ridiculously difficult. You either have to run an emulator, hook your phone up to something, and there are a lot of people that just can't do that. So this is what we've built. The mobile game market is over 50% of the market in general. There's been 7.5 billion, and this is just in Q1 of this year, hours spent watching streaming content, and we project that there's going to be even more for mobile gaming content in the future as well. Our traction is amazing. Right now we have 30,000 organic users. We've not done any marketing yet. This is all word of mouth. We're taking data from over 250,000 games. We have 15 partners right now. And our month-over-month conversion rate is huge. Players are launching our partner games over 70% of the time on the platform, and they're converting over 50% of the time. We have wonderful partners. Some of the biggest games in Web3 gaming, great tech and infrastructure. Third Wave and Third Web are both huge partners. They help us with our data analytics, our fraud detection scores that we assign every single player to make sure that the games only pay out real engagement, real users, and we flag anything and we root out all the bad actors before they even get there. We've doubled on, we're here to support indie games and smaller game studios, and what we do is narrow the window of discovery to put small games next to multi-million-dollar funded games, because you can actually play any game that's already on your phone. It does not have to be a partner. Why is that? Is because what we're actually doing is purchasing user data, and that's the most important part, and we're using loyalty and the cumulative time that you spend on our app to reward. So we are doubling peak DAUs, we're doubling players in short amounts of time. And how it works is we're basically redirecting and hyper-focusing your user acquisition budget by rewarding players for their engagement. So you only pay for the traffic that you receive, and we're able to scale your game, your players with your budget at any point in time.
And time. Thank you, Michael. That was a great presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good presentation.
Thank you.
Very clear. Thanks for that. Just a quick question first. The number that you gave, right? The daily active users, the increase. What was the sample? Was it on the 250,000 games or?
No, so we're able to track any mobile game, and we're able to leverage your data. So we know what you play already from Google Play or iOS, and we use AI to nudge you to our partner games. So when we say we have like the 250,000 games, literally every single mobile game is technically integrated with our app, but we have 15 partners. So if you were to play Roblox, let's say, you would earn at a rate of 1. But for playing a partner game, you'd earn at a rate of 2. And our progression system with our token will allow you to restake and kind of level up either your rate limits, your earning limits. Midway, you get the social media, and then finally, the unlock the streaming. So the idea is that we cultivate high-quality players, and then we transfer our lifetime value from our community into our partner games.
All right. And then, yeah, I mean, pretty clear, and I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, right? I mean, it makes sense for the games to partner with you. Absolutely. And so on. But the question is, how do you get users to open a profile? I mean, start using your app while then playing? Yeah.
Sure. Well, I mean, we're MVP live right now. The streaming portion is in beta. We're stress testing that, and as soon as we push it to production, we'll start a full-scale marketing campaign. So we are already planning on we'll be able to serve this to traditional ad networks outside of Web3, because that's what we really want. Everyone talks about the game being the thing that's going to onboard the next million players. It's not the game. There's no discovery. So we make the discovery window. We're the window dressing that puts all the great games that are being built here on display next to the games that you already love.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
As Rafik said. I'm just curious about the token itself. Is that a token or is that points? Are those on chain or those?
It's off-chain points that get converted into token. Currently, we're paying out in USDC. We are partnering
from
with
the partners.
Yes. So it'd be like so essentially it's like this. The token is needed to level up within the system, right? So that's staked. It's actually a liquid staking platform in disguise, right? So this is actually DeFi. We're very ethos driven in general. So we pay out in USDC. We are partnering with Paxos, so we will have USDG as well soon. So the token that you earn, you always have to take a little bit of it for the payout, but that's used on the platform to stake and to level yourself up. And then future, we can scale this vertically. We plan on being a destination for entertainment, not just gaming. There are a lot of people in Web3 making amazing pop culture stuff, comic books, media and things like that. Excuse me. So making sure that we have a really quality utility for our token to be for redemption for other people. And we can support Web3 entertainment and independent entertainment on the whole in that manner.
That's very interesting. I think one way to also, I don't know, maybe you considered it, maybe you're already doing it. Are you talking with any like of those phones like Jumbo?
We do have a potential connection pending with Jumbo through our friends at Warp Chain, who are very deep partners of us. And then another thing with Warp Chain, they have a token sandbox. So for games that are wanting to add tokenization, we can get you the players and the metrics while you work with Warp Chain, test out your economy in the sandbox, and we have full pipelines. But yeah, Jumbo is one of the introductions they're going to be making for us, yes.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, very quick question. So how do you actually balance, I mean, games will pay you like, to be in the discovery, right? To push their game towards the users, the players. How do you balance the whoever pays, will be put out there versus having good games that will actually make the players happy?
Well, I mean, we want to curate all good games for our partners, especially at the early state. We're really tapped into all of the Web3 gaming. And the way it works, by the way, I didn't get to that. So the games play a flat rate and then per DAU. So it's a 10-cent charge. So that lowers the CPI incredibly. And since we're only paying for the traffic you receive, that's how we kind of balance that. So, if you're a game and you get 1,000 players, you get 10,000 players, you're just going to pay for that. We have weekly pools that the players are able to, pull from, and they reset every week. Yeah.
One question regarding your partnerships. Can we maybe quickly go back to the partnership slides?
Yeah, sure. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. We have more pending as well, some great ones.
Pending as well. Okay, yeah, so basically created partnerships. How can I understand the partnership, for example, AWS? Is it like...
I mean, that's a good question. I didn't put that on the slide, and I'd be happy to talk with you about that afterwards. We're just using them. We'll also probably be doing some AI stuff on the background with AI credits as well, and working tightly with them, because what we're actually doing is buying data, like I said. So we're building these amazing profiles. We know what you play. We can track the sensors on your phone. We know how you play, and we're going to be able to anonymize that, and that's going to be another revenue stream for us in the future. So AWS and their AI services and working with credits like that's going to be instrumental to that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey, Michael. Question on the competitive landscape on the page. Can you maybe kind of go over that a little bit regarding who you think really? I think you have the Earnscape on the on the top right corner. How do you think about the others comparing to you, particularly on how you position this?
I mean, it's kind of apples and oranges. I mean, our goal is to make this simple for projects and end users. So for a game, it takes 30 seconds to put your game on our platform. There's absolutely no code change needed. So as soon as we put it on there, we can start driving traffic. So when we talk about easy and accessible, and for our users, we don't make you jump through hoops. Like misplay, for example. So we reward on cumulative time versus in-game events. So it's not like you have to get to level 30 or kill 20 bunnies to get 250 points. We value the time that you play. You played 2 hours, you earn whatever fraction of a dollar that is at that time. So you don't have to be a great player, you just have to love to play. So that's what makes it simple on both levels versus everybody else. And there's some great entrants in the market, but we're just trying to take that further. It's like misplay, they pay out in gift cards. Well, everybody in the world might not have access to use Amazon or whatever for a gift card, but for people in emerging markets where that $5, $10, $15 that you're making there is really important, and they already have a lot of tokenization and tap to pay. We're able to, it's almost like a bank the unbanked for doing something very simple. And since we're also allowing them to further monetize themselves through the social media campaigns and the streaming bit, we're able to target emerging markets without extracting from them, which is what the industry, not only Web3, but the entire world does. We count on their need to make money, and we have a lot of schemes. I used to work on cruise ships and with a lot of Filipinos, and they had to pay people all the way just to get there. Like they'd lose 15% of their pay just to pay agents and things like that. So for us to be able to deliver like a way to further monetize yourself outside of our rewards is really important for us.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Mike, I want to learn more without taking too much time. Let's chat afterward.
Thank you. Yeah, happy to.
Hey, thank you for the presentation. Yeah, I was also going to ask more about like this authenticity that you say, because indeed there are like many of these apps that are trying to artificially incentivize the basically the usage of the app, and yeah, very interesting to learn more. I know we are already in talks. I think my team just mentioned to me, so yeah, we'll speak more.
100%.
Thank you.
And I'm just curious about your token plan. So So do you have like a plan of launching a token?
Yeah, so yeah, of course. Well, I mean, we're looking probably towards maybe September, late Q3, early Q4. The good news is that we can monetize the platform without the token. We're not reliant on the token for the money. The token is really, we want to make sure that we have our plan for the utility, our progression system in, which is 90% done and ready to launch on the next production build, and having everything in place, because we also want this token to be, we have to make sure that the token's safe for the consumer to hold and have things for the Web3 side to be able to trade. So we want to maximize volume and velocity versus volatility, and make sure that we have partnerships on the back end that will help support that.
And how about how many users do you have at the platform now?
Right now we have 30,000 users, and the majority of them are KYC'd. So we can guarantee that, with 90% accuracy, that all of our users are real, true, individual people.
Yeah, most of them are from Web 2.
No, I mean, I would say probably Web3. We haven't done, unless they've pulled in their friends that are Web 2 gamers. We haven't done as much like research on where they're coming from, but we assume right now it's going to be Web3. But once we start with our full marketing campaign, and we're bringing in heavy hitters, the head of creative marketing for Disney. I've got some ex-PopCap, ex-Cynosis, former heads of development that we're bringing in for some hands-on advisory to make sure that our first marketing campaign is a success.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Alrighty. Well, the final pitch, certainly last, but certainly not least. Jay from Belong, please come to the stage.
Pleasure, man. How are you? Good to see you back. Hey, everyone. It's the last one, so we're going to keep it light, hopefully entertaining. I know you're all anxious to move on with your day and engage and network. Did you pull up the presentation? Brilliant. Sure. So my name is Jay. I'm a founder of Belong, and I'm also a nomad for 13 years, spending 30 days in more than 95 countries around the world, going to a lot of conferences, events, networking mixers, and so on. And naturally, people coming to new countries kept asking me, hey, Jay, where do we go? Which events do we attend? Who do we invite to our parties? And there are only so many hours in a day, so I decided, hey, how about I scale myself, being the nerd that I am, through technology, and enable them to discover things on their own, discover people they want to invite, discover the places they want to go to and attend. And we created Belong. So we enable brands bring the most high-valued customers to their venues and events and conferences, allow people to discover things that they will love and people they will really connect with, and enable other nerds like us to build things based on essentially the social graph that we have access to, and allow them to text me less and also do more. We built that product in the past 4 years, and during the bear, we were mostly focused on predictable revenue. So we were doing NFT gating for events and conferences and music festivals, NFT door keys for rentals and places to stay, and then NFT-based access to private chats and content for some big brands in the industry like Google. We're backed by a number of foundations like Starknet, Sui, Scale, and others that saw our vision and saw that crypto should be accessible. People should not have to worry about learning what it is, getting their wallet set up, and figuring out the gas fees and what to do next. So our product is that perfect intersection of SocialFi, location-based engagement, and loyalty that does not require people to know what crypto is to participate in the economy and to make it fun. Our product is fully live on iOS, Android, and the web, and accessible on 7 chains, enabling brands to sell tickets to their events, engage their community through AI-based raffles, and allow access to their spaces based on membership, and provide rewards for their biggest fans and most valuable members of their community. We've done a number of activations, music festivals, conferences, and so on, where people were rewarded for showing up, bringing their friends, and engaging with the ecosystem, bringing more value to the companies that are hosting them. And we're doing those activations at a lot of conferences here. and you might have seen that on Cointelegram. We've curated also the top events of token to attend, and we did the same for Denver, we did the same for Consensus, and so on. So if you ever need to know where to go, download our app and also text me. Enabling all of the participants in the market to participate in this frictionlessly was the main goal. So we have full wallet abstraction, typically on board with Google login, they pay for entry with Apple Pay, and then they get rewarded for every person they physically bring to the real world location. You know how sometimes you walk down the street and somebody will tell you, hey, get into this venue and get a free drink? So that promoter affiliate model has been put on chain through Belong, essentially rewarding those who are incentivizing their friends to come to the venues that are willing to provide rewards during the periods of low occupancy, for example. The rewards may be higher, and when the venue is busy, the rewards are lower. So it naturally fills the gaps with the right people at the right time.
And that's time. Thank you, Jay. Great presentation. Obviously, a lot of synergy with what we do with in real life events also. And I'll turn it over to the investors for Q&A.
Very cool. Very cool presentation. Like the UI, like the vibe. Really like the idea. Now, I mean, I've been to DEF CON. I don't remember seeing Belong in DEF CON, so I'm not sure if maybe like you were not selling the tickets for DEF CON or not.
No, we didn't do the tickets. We did check-ins at all of the events. We did a citywide scavenger hunt, and which I think more than 900 people participated, actually going and checking into the curated parties.
Very cool. So two questions. One, like, can you share a bit more information about like the traction that you're having at the moment? And two, like what would be, I mean, how do you essentially convince, right, a business to work with you versus having their own app, or, you know, like just essentially engaging with their community on Instagram or, you know, another platform?
Sure, certainly. So we've facilitated it and helped with more than 13,000 events worldwide, more than 50,000 users, and a significantly larger community of essentially their referrals that they bring on. We are also pay for result when it comes to getting people into your venue. So the venue would not have to pay if there's not actually a customer physically coming into the door. And if they don't pay for whatever they don't benefit from, then it's a no-brainer for them. So we're actually launching a number of like larger venues now near all college towns, so that essentially instead of going to this bar, you know, somebody brings their friend to that bar, and then they make money. The friends get, you know, free benefits, drinks. Everybody wins.
Yeah, great presentation, Jay. It's very interesting. I think the days where friends used to bring you to a cool bar are done. They're going to bring you to the bar where they can earn money from you.
Oh, sorry, I ruined it for you guys, and I apologize.
It's very interesting how greedy we are, but I love it. Honestly, it's a great product. I'm just wondering on how do you intend on scaling, going to each one of the bar? I don't think that's a solution, right? So on a BD side, less the user acquisition, more like on the other side, right?
Yeah, sure. So we're doing a lot of event aggregations. So, for example, if you've checked Cointelegraph before coming to this conference and saw the curated list of top 40 events to attend during the conference, or maybe you saw the same, you know, media coverage of any other conference, those lists were curated by me and my team. And then essentially we start with the event aggregation, and then we tell, hey guys, you know, we're sending you so many people that are interested in your venue, in your event. Why don't you enhance that process and accelerate the traction on that just by working with us? And it's always easy when you provide them some benefits first and then tell them, hey, let's 10x that, work with us.
So basically my question is aiming in the same direction. What is on your roadmap? I mean, you're pitching here because you're raising funds. What is on your roadmap for the next, let's say, 2 years? How do you measure your roadmap, basically, or your KPIs?
Sure, certainly, and there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up now with, you know, AI and MCPs, and what we're trying to do is kind of remove the layer of interfaces overall and have a natural level conversation with either your party advisor or your personal promoter in your pocket, or your, you know, venue advisor, or your, you know, new advisor on how to build within the kind of the social part of our white label API or SDK. And I think that is the future, where we are just providing you with an agent or an employee or an assistant who helps you figure things out. But at the end of the day, when the checkout links are created or when a place is picked, that's when we monetize through essentially taking a part of the reward pool, taking a part of the ticket sale. And we've been live for quite a while. We've powered big music festivals. We're doing white labels for large brands. And so that has been the path for us in terms of growth. And we've been around and we're profitable on the SaaS side. And now we're trying to just do more because we know what they value and what they need on a day-to-day basis.
What's the worst thing that can happen to your business model? Like if we would be entering like another COVID era, that would basically mean the death of your business model, basically.
Well, I see everything as another opportunity. So, COVID, while it was horrible for in real life events, it was great for online engagement. And we do have a layer of the same like access-based or referral-based affiliate model for online events where, hey, you invite others to join that live stream or a game or even an online bar, which were a thing actually during COVID for some reason. But here, people not only find like-minded individuals, but also get rewarded for that. And at the end of the day, that makes the incentives worth them.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great presentation. Thank you for the very detailed roadmap here as well. I see all the checks here, so it seems like you guys are quite busy. What would be the #1 goal for you at the end of this year? Say this will be the successful year for a particular one thing. Just name your #1 priority.
I would say #1 thing for us would be to become the de facto social graph engagement and rewards system for AI agents, and we're making our stack fully discoverable by vibe coding tools, so that when somebody is building, for example, a community app, it gets discovered and embedded into whatever they're building, because I feel like development in the next year or year and a half is going to dramatically shift, with most of it being done by tools like Lovable or Bolt and so on. So API discoverability is the solution.
Thank you very much. Very nice. I can tell you. I would like to talk to you about traction. Happy to chat afterward.
Sure.
Yeah.
Love to.
Thanks a lot for the presentation. I really love projects that are building something for the real world, not for the other DJs. But I'm curious, like the utility of the project is amazing. I'm wondering more on the side of the utility of the token, because I saw the TG there, etc. How do you see that? Is it only a reward token, or do you have any other utilities?
I mean, there are a lot of different utilities, but I think the most significant part of that is essentially enabling or incentivizing communities to stake more token or to use it at a higher volume through just providing them great results. In order, for example, to run a campaign to bring someone from your venue, they would stake a certain number of tokens, and then a part of those would be giving out as rewards, and they would have to replenish them. And this is the one part of the volume. Secondly, about 80% of transactions when somebody's buying, for example, tickets to events, happen through Apple Pay or credit cards, because we've made it frictionless. Wallets are created automatically in the background. Fiat is converted into crypto. And right now, that fiat is converted into some other crypto, not ours. So once our token is live, in about a month and a half, whenever there's a credit card purchase, it automatically essentially acquires token from the open market.
Great, thank you. Let's speak more after the event.
Thank you. Yeah, can I ask what's the next event you are going to get involved about? Because you have like real world asset project and you do the event things. Yeah, which the next event you're going to sponsor? I'm
Sure.
Unfortunately,
Despite the fact that I'm tired, I'm going to Consensus and BTC Vegas, and we're going to do activations there as well. So maybe see many of you out there.
Yeah,
we're trying to do a lot more stuff within the crypto community, but also we're looking outside of that. And because of all of the crypto complexity removed within our projects, we're now tackling things that are absolutely not related to crypto, because people don't have to know it. So we're powering some real estate developments and intentional communities, and that's a pretty interesting one because 4 years ago, the project started as a social network for Burning Man camps, but we've pivoted a couple of times. So next big thing that we're doing is I've also taken over this burner map stack, which is the